Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. This is your girl, Vetra Anthony, with Vetra Anthony Presents. I want to talk to my parents real serious this morning. I had a conversation with a parent and a student yesterday afternoon. The student's not doing very well in class, and then from not doing well in class, it turned into a discipline issue, and the parent just, hey, can you give me some advice? Can you give me some pointers? Can you give me some things that I can use? Because this just isn't my child. My child normally doesn't act like this. This is really out of character. So I had a conversation with the child, and what I found out was the child was too prideful to ask questions. The child didn't want their friends to know that they didn't understand something that was going on in the classroom, or they didn't get the math problem, or they didn't understand the language arts. And because they didn't understand, they were frustrated. And because they were frustrated, they started acting out, and they started getting in trouble. So parents, I want you to talk to your children about pride, because in this case, pride was a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with your child being prideful. There's nothing wrong with your child having good self-esteem. But when those things get in the way and your child cannot ask the questions, or they don't feel comfortable with not knowing, then that causes a problem, because now it's affecting their future. So I want you to make sure that you are talking to your children and let them know that it is okay to ask questions, even if they're the only one, because 9 times out of 10, if your child doesn't get it and your child's not understanding, other people in the class aren't understanding either. They're just all too afraid to ask questions. And teachers will say, because I say to my students all the time, do you get it? Do you understand? And if the child doesn't say anything, then we can't go back. We don't know. So instill in your child that it is okay to ask questions, no matter what. It doesn't matter if nobody else in the classroom is asking questions. If you don't get it, or if your child is not understanding what's going on, they have to ask questions. Get them to embrace the fact that this is their future. So when they don't understand, or they don't know what the classroom teacher is talking about, it affects their future. And if your child comes from a background where it's all about the money, if they're not getting that education, then it's playing with their money. Break it down. You know your child. You know what they like. Break it down into a form that they understand. Being bullied in school. Bullying, you know what? We have to teach our children how to talk to the adults around, to make sure the adults understand what's going on, not just so much of the actions of that child being bullied, but how that situation makes them feel. I have students that'll come to me and say, oh, so-and-so hit me, or so-and-so talked about me, or so-and-so did this, did that. And I try to take care of it. But when that child can come to me and say, hey, Miss Anthony, look, this is what went down, and it made me feel like this, and da-da-da, it gives me a better perspective on how to approach the other child, or the one that's doing the bullying. So make sure that they have someone, the person that asked me about bullying, make sure they have someone that they can talk to. But back on topic, let's talk to your children about pride. And don't allow pride to stop them from asking questions. This is your girl, Vetra Anthony, with Vetra Anthony Presents. Follow me on Facebook. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.